Ms. Vaughn, can you help me confirm my memory, which is that back when President Obama talked about the Dreamers, that he acknowledged repeatedly that he did not have the legal authority to do what he ultimately did. Is that your recollection as well?
Yes, it is, and yes.
And so now we find that federal judges, both in Houston and the Fifth Circuit, have agreed with President Obama that he did not have the authority to provide this deferred action on childhood arrivals, correct?
That's right, and a federal judge in Dallas as well, even before those cases.
And so here we are 12 years after the fact when President Obama said he didn't have the authority to do this, and now these federal judges have said, yes, you're right, you didn't have that authority. And we are these young people who admittedly came here as children through no fault of their own find themselves in legal limbo, correct?
Correct.
So just to correct the record also, Senator Durbin said that I'd never voted for any bill that provided for relief for Dreamers. I would point him to the Secure and Succeed Act, which I voted for in 2018. It was in the context of a much larger comprehensive immigration reform bill. But we find the situation much different today with the border on fire. I want to follow up a little more with you, Ms. Vaughn, about what the Border Patrol has always told me, that the things you need to keep in mind is that there are push factors and pull factors, or I should say push factors and pull factors. So Senator Durbin said the fact we're America, that's a pull factor. And I would agree with him. Everybody wants to come to the United States. Who wouldn't? But the only way we've been able to deal with this on a legal, orderly, and humane system is through a legal immigration system, correct?
Correct, yes.
But the people who look to exploit our vulnerabilities when it comes to the border and our immigration system, like the criminal organizations that basically fly people from all around the world for money to show up at our border and claim asylum or paroled, they see the policies of the current administration as an enormous opportunity to make a lot of money, and the migrants who take advantage of that are seeing an enormous pull factor or magnet to come to the United States, correct?
That's right. A lot of the migrants themselves refer to it as Biden's invitation.
So what's the effect of, if Congress were today, didn't do anything else but passed the Durbin bill relating to Dreamers, we didn't do anything else, would that be an additional pull factor?
Most definitely. People would be inspired to turn themselves over to criminal smuggling organizations to try to get here to benefit from that.
And Ms. Pacheco, congratulations on navigating the maze of our immigration laws and becoming a naturalized citizen. That's what we should want for everybody to come through legal means. But Senator Durbin's bill, his DREAM Act bill, it draws a line at people who came after or more recently than 4 years. In other words, it addresses people more than 4 years before enactment. So what do we do with those who've come more recently?
Senator, we work on the DREAM Act and then work on a comprehensive immigration reform that brings our antiquated, broken immigration system into existence that we don't have today.
Well, you know as well as I know that we have never failed to fail when it comes to comprehensive immigration reform. The whole time I've been here in the Senate, we've talked about it. It's like a unicorn. People claim it exists, but nobody's ever seen it. And that is a tragedy for everybody involved and for the rest of the country too. But if we leave out some of the people who would otherwise qualify because of Senator Durbin's bill, that's okay with you or not?
I believe in this body, and I believe that this body will be fair and will be able to find the laws and the right policies to include as many people as possible.
Thank you. My time's up.